go. Woo. Checking, can everyone hear me? Welcome everybody to Baku round 8 tier 1 qualifying. We have 18 minutes on the clock for drivers to set their time, and let's see who can get the fastest. Nobody has left pits yet. We only have an 8-man field so far, but looks like we got a bit of action coming out of the pits right now. Frosty, Rusty, who else? Yep, and Frosty right now and Rusty are the two people that have gotten out of the pits. Same with Wheeler. Normally I'm joined by somebody, but I'm not joined by anybody right now. Taking a look at Frosty here on his out lap. We got now Mr. Fleek, or Dr. Fleek, coming out of pits, and we got Bada. Oh no, sorry, no. We got Toyavor, we got Dr. Fleek, Frosty, Wheel. I suck at names. I am so sorry, everybody. And then we got Rusty, oil can here. Then we got Dr. Fleek, who I think will be the first to set a hot lap. Is he on the hot lap already? No. Okay, Frosty on the hot lap right now. Going into sector 1. I'm so sorry my audio is bad. I'm using pretty much broken headphones. And yeah. Frosty's still on that hot lap. Also with Weiler on a hot lap. Same with oil, Rusty oil. Yeah. On board with Frosty here in sector 2. Dr. Fleek pulling over. Or sorry, I think that was Gian and Frosty's hitting the wall a little bit there. Could affect his time. There's only one person in pits right now, and that's Turtle Hopper. Frosty coming down that final straightaway. And we'll take P1. Fastest lap, a 1:41.993. Now let's take a look at Dr. Fleek right now. We got a yellow flag, sector 1. And Weiler will set a fastest lap, a 1:41.745. Dr. Fleek, actually no, we got Toy of War here on the final straightaway. We got Rusty Oil Can setting a 2.6335, and Toy of War will go into pits, not even setting a lap time. Okay then, we got Dr. Fleek will get the fastest lap with a 1:40.630. Taking first. Who else do we got here? We got Aleph. Or Alibaba? I don't know. I suck at names. Coming over. And that will put him P2 with a 1:41.271. Taking a look at Giannins once again on that final straightaway, and then right after we'll have Pleb. Giannins putting himself into P2 with a 1:41.107, and Plebmaster sets a 1:40.870 to knock Giannins out of second and give himself P2. We have Dr. Fleek on a hot lap, actually, it looks like. Or is this to go into pits? We'll see. Toy of War and Turtle Hopper are the two people that haven't set a time yet. Dr. Fleek on that final straight, and it looks like he will go into pit. Hitting the wall really hard there. Taking a look at Ali. I'm just gonna say Beta. Taking a look at Beta here. Coming around, going on to the final straight here. Looks like he's gonna pit. He's not going full speed, but he might keep going. We'll see. We got a yellow flag sector 2 and 3, and yep, Ali will go into pit. We got Rusty now. Actually, Innens will actually stay out on going onto that on a hot lap right now. And actually, no, he'll go into pits. Never mind. Clev looks like he's gonna go into pits. Yep. We got Rusty also going into pits. And we got, who's the other person out? We got Weiler. Oh, and Frosty. Frosty on his out lap. Weiler on his out lap. Same with Turtle Hopper and Toy of War on their out lap. The two that haven't set a time yet. About 9:30 to go here in qualifying. We got Dr. Fleek leading with a 140.630. Followed by Pleb setting a 140.870. And now we got Toy of War on a hot lap here. We'll follow him on board. Takes that turn nicely, hits the wall though. Oh! And Toy of War will spin. Wow, okay, we'll take a look at Weiler for now. Who is starting his hot lap right now. We also got Turtle Hopper on a hot lap, it looks like. Or at least I think. We also got Frosty. We'll take a look at Frosty actually. Who was ahead of him. We have nobody in pits right now. Everybody is out on the track. Frosty going. Taking a look at Beta right now. So it's a 141.271 going into P4. Taking a look at Frosty here. Coming around the corner. We'll take a look at Frosty in a second, but here's Turtle Hopper on a really good lap so far. Onto that final straightaway with a 130. Will Turtle Hopper hit pole? And Turtle Hopper will get fastest lap with a 140.355. Taking a quick look at Frosty. He's about to come across the line also. And Frosty will go P3. But Turtle Hopper with a really good first lap. 1 second, I just gotta mute. Hello everybody, I'm back. Just had to answer a call very quickly, I'm sorry. Alright. Wait, let me mute my computer in the background. Alright, who do we want to take a look at now? We got Frosty on another hot lap, or is this an in lap? Oh no, this is Turtle Hopper, sorry. And Turtle Hopper will go into pits. Taking a look at Rusty. With a 2:06.07 or 17. Not the fastest lap ever. Toy of War, the only person who hasn't set a lap yet. On his hot lap, he spun. Everyone else looks like they're going into pits. Pleb out of the session, like when I was on the phone. We got a yellow flag, sector 1. Batter right now. I don't think he's on a hot lap. I think he's on an in lap. We got yellow flag, sector 3. Did somebody spin? Toy of War actually on a hot lap, I think. We got 4 minutes to go here in qualifying. Toy of War taking these turns pretty nicely, trying to set a lap, his first lap of qualifying. Everybody else in pits except for Rusty Oil Can, which I think he's on an in lap right now. Take a look at Rusty first, just see if he's on an in lap or if it is a hot lap. Going on to that final straight for Rusty. Getting DRS, and he will go into pits. Now on board with Toy of War. On to the final straightaway. Coming over, sets a lap, putting himself only one position up with a 142.501, going into P8. We got a few other people on their out lap. Two minutes and 30 seconds to go here in qualifying. We got G innings, still with that fastest lap. Or actually, I think he hit a fastest lap. Yeah, I don't remember saying that. Hitting a fastest lap with a 140.070. Really nice lap by him, actually. He's also on his out lap. Looks like Toy of War. He's either on another hot lap or he's on an in lap. He will tap the wall there. We got Frosty on a fast lap right now. But we also got Toy of War here. We got a yellow flag, sector 1 and sector 2 here. Moving on to Toy of War on board with him. And he will go into pit. Alright, who's our closest to... Oh! Who is this? Gian is going really slow right now. Still got a yellow flag. G&Ns here. Setting, I think the exact same time as what he just set. Looks like we got a yellow flag sector 2 and oh! Weiler will spin. Oh! Alright, on board with Frosty here. Going on to that final straightaway. Taking speed here. Will he take pole from G&Ns? And no, he won't. But he will move up into P4. So as of right now, we got McLaren going 1 and 2. And we have Haas going 3 and 4. With Rusty Oil Can and Pleb both out of the session right now. Putting Rusty Oil Can in last. And Pleb in 6th. And Weiler will also DNF from qualifying, putting him 7th. Still got G&Ns here. Setting a hot lap right now. Still got yellow flag. He will actually slow down. Toy of War will go into pits. We got Bata finishing 4th. We got G&Ns finishing 1. And we got Dr. Fleek finishing 2. And we got Turtle Hopper finishing 3. And Bata finishing 4th. Leaving Frosty in 5th. Wow. What a finish. The only person that needs to finish here is Frosty. Trying to go 3 and 4 with his teammate here. He will take DRS onto that final straightaway. And he will not set a fast enough time. He'll go into pits here. Finishing qualifying for us. We'll do a grid rundown in a second. Going with 30 seconds to go. And here's a rundown from qualifying. We got G&Ns, the British, in the McLaren going pole. We got Dr. Fleek in also the McLaren, the Swiss going 2nd. We got Turtle Hopper in the Haas going 3rd. We got Bata in the AlphaTauri going 4th. We got Frosty, the American in the Haas going 5. We got Pleb in the Italian going the Italian in the Red Bull going 6. We got Weiler 7. We got Toy of War 8, and we got Rusty Oil Can 9. And that is our qualifying. We will see you guys at the race. here we are in Baku. Welcome to the Baku race. In the rain, an unexpected turn. Not knowing that there was going to be rain here. With GNNs leading the formation lap here. We'll do a quick grid rundown here. We got GNNs in first place. Dr. Fleek in second place. The McLarens going 1 and 2. We got Turtle Hopper in third. Bata in fourth. Frosty in fifth. Pleb in sixth. Weiler in seventh. Toy of War in eighth. And Rusty Oil Can in the back of the pack at ninth. Oh! And who was that just spun? Pleb spun on the formation lap. His tires seem to be really hot. Because every time he's trying to turn or speed up, he seems to be spinning. Looking at everybody's tires, everybody is on the inters right now. Taking a look back at GNNs. In my opinion, I think the McLaren are going to dominate this race. I think Frosty has a big chance. He did really well in the Premier just about an hour ago. Did really well in that. But these McLarens, at least in qualifying, they look so good. It's gonna be. I think they're gonna dominate this race. We got a 26 lap race here in Baku in the rain. Predicted pit stop strategy will be lap 13. We have a 1 stop onto the inters for most drivers right now. We'll see what the drivers decide to do themselves. GNNs and Dr. Fleek lining up side by side here at Azerbaijan, aka Baku. Lining up on the grid as the final driver lines up into their position. And Rusty Oil Can will be disqualified from the session. But here come the lights. We got 5 lights right now. And they're off. Here in Baku, a very slow start. Dr. Fleek will get a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. And, oh, Frosty goes wide here. We're too wide everywhere. Taking a look, Mr. Pleb, or just Pleb in first right now, leading will hit the wall. And we start to straighten out now. Who is that? Frosty goes for the move onto GNN's, or sorry, Dr. Fleek. And he will make the pass. Now moving on to GNN's. In second place, the other McLaren. Is there any other battles going on right now that we can see? No, not by the look of it. But that drive-through penalty by Dr. Fleek for jumping the start. What a chaotic start. Someone hit the wall. I think it was Turtle Hopper, if I'm not mistaken. And Frosty will make the pass on GNNs to move on to move to second. Now trying to get to Pleb, going into Eau Rouge. Not Eau Rouge. Wow, I am stupid. Eau Rouge is Spain, isn't it? I suck at knowing tracks. Moving on. Looking at Pleb pulling away from Frosty pretty nicely right now, getting a big gap. GNN's also, or Frosty pulling away from GNN's also pretty nicely here, making a 1.6 second gap. Turtle Hopper will make the pass onto Dr. Fleek, send Dr. Fleek wide, and he will come up on top. Going into this long straightaway, we got Frosty catching up to Dr. Fleek, using that overtake. Dr. Pleb won't be using the overtake, and he will turn it on now. Turns it off though. They're both into 8th gear. Pleb Master with the fastest lap of the race with a 205.129. And what just happened? What? Oh, G&N's will pit for his drive-through. We got Dr. Fleek pitting. We got Rusty pitting. So many people pitting right now. The bottom three have pit. Dr. Fleek, G&N's, and Rusty all pitting right now. Rusty will come over. And everyone getting out. I wonder why they did that. We got a yellow flag in Sector 1, and oh! Our leader, Pleb, will either hit the wall or spin. I didn't really see that. Wow, and we got a safety car. Oh, sorry, a virtual safety car here in Baku on lap 2. What a turn of events here. Wow. And G&N's will get a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. That's just both McLarens getting drive-through penalties. The commentators curse might be a thing because I said that they'll do really well, and now they're 7 and 8 right now. Yeah. But take a look here. All the drivers trying to catch up right now. We got Weiler with a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC also. And same with Toyavor will also get a drive-through penalty for speeding under. We have 3 drive-through penalties right now. All for speeding under under a VSC. Pit stop strategy right now. Lap 13 to lap 20. Everyone will be going to inters for the 1 stop, or for the 2 stop they'll be pitting twice for newer inters. We got a fastest lap with Frosty at 204.380, and the Haas will go 1 and 2 so far. I think Weiler goes into pits to get rid of his drive-through penalty, and yes, he will. Will the McLarens go in? Toyavor stays out, but G&N's will also go in. Oh, we're back to green. I didn't even realize we're back to green. Here in Baku, we got Frosty here. Rusty Oil Can will DNF, but I think he DNF'd from the start. We got Frosty almost spun there, but he saves it. Going on to lap 3 here, Frosty with a 5-second lead from his teammate. Just dominant right now. All the drivers are spread out right now. There's no battles going on, apart from Premier League. Premier was like so, like, chaotic. But yeah, we'll talk about penalties here, Toyavor, with that drive-through penalty. That's all we really can talk about. It looks like Pleb might go for an attack here onto Turtle Hopper. We'll go on board with Pleb here with a 1 point, actually cutting that gap down to only 1.1 seconds to Turtle Hopper. Trying to catch up here. Frosty will set a 157.987 for another fastest lap of the race here. Talk about, oh, and Pleb will spin here, giving Bata the lead, and we'll have a yellow flag in sector 1. That will go back to green. Let's talk about tires here. Everybody on inters. The oldest inters will be 3 laps right now. But yeah, moving on to stops. G&N's has had a pit stop, and Rusty has had a pit stop, but he's DNF. What else do we got? Position changes. Frosty up 4. Oh, shit. Frosty up 4 positions. Turtle Hopper up 1 position. Bata up 1 position. Pleb up 2 positions. Toya War up 3 positions, but does have that drive-through penalty. We got Weiler up 1 position. We got Dr. Fleek 5 positions down. And we got GNN 7 positions down in the pits for his drive, or just for, I think he got a penalty for something else because they were waiting there. I don't know why he pit, but he did. We'll take a look at, we'll go back to broadcast here. And we got a yellow flag sector 1 and Dr. Fleek will DNF. I wonder why that happened. But we still got a yellow flag here in sector 1. I wonder what happened. I wonder why he DNF'd. I personally did not see why he DNF'd, but he did. And Frosty will set a fastest lap, a 1:57.12. We still got yellow flags here going into sector 1. We'll look at Frosty's point of view to see if Dr. Fleek wrecked really badly, or if he just left. We don't know what happened here. I can't even look at Dr. Fleek. Going into Leclerc's famous "I am stupid." And we got Weiler going into pits and Toy of War going into pits for brand new inters. Looking at the pit stop here. And why are they waiting? Does he have a penalty? Oh, he did. And Toy of War, he went through to serve his time penalty. Weiler will get brand new, brand new inters. There we go. I had a brain fart there. And looking at Bata might have a push on the Turtle, but once again, it's still a 2-second gap. We got nobody that is close. Something that will really make a turn of events here will be a safety car. But that will be hard to get. We are on to lap 5 here out of 26 laps. Take a look at our leader, who is now 6.2 seconds away from his teammate Turtle Hopper. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure my mic is on to see if let's hope I've been commentating. Okay, yeah, it's on. That's good. That's a good thing. Ow! And what happened? Pleb will DNF and we got a safety car here. I called it too. We have a safety car here in Baku and me not even knowing what has happened. We'll take a look at people that haven't passed him yet to see if he wrecked hard onto the track or not. What has happened? We got Toy of War going into pits. And this will really mix up what is going on. GNNs will be able to catch up. Oh, wow. I'm still trying to see if I could even see Pleb. I don't think we can, but we have 3 DNFs and we only have a 7-car field now. Or 7, yeah, I said that correctly. Still trying to take a look. We have yet to see Pleb. Yeah, I don't know, he's not there. And taking a look at Frosty, trying to catch up to that safety car. Safety car actually looks to be stopped, waiting for him. Taking a look at GNNs to see, yeah, safety car is pulled over right now. And all of the cars that are like 20 seconds down will be able to catch up now. What a mix here. on lap 6, the safety car for Pleb DNFing. We also got Dr. Fleek and Rusty Oil Can DNFing. Alright, Frosty is caught up with the safety car. Has going 1 and 2. Bata into pits. We'll take a look at his pit stop here. Will he get a good pit stop? And that's actually a pretty good stop. Alright, Frosty here with that Aston Martin safety car. Take a look at Giannins trying to catch up. Still going full speed here. Not even Toy of War in 4th place is caught up to the safety car. Not even P3, Bata, has caught up to the safety car. This field was so spread out from Rex. Is insane. Bata, or Giannins really needs to speed up to catch up here. Oh, Frosty almost spinning there under safety car. If you are just joining us here, we are on lap 7. We have a safety car from Pleb Master. We don't even know what happened, but he DNF'd. We got Giannins going into pits. Will Giannins get lapped? That's the real question. Going in for the pit stop. We'll see. We can't even see his pit stop. We couldn't even see his pit stop. Something happened though. Alright. If you're just joining us though, we have 3 DNFs here. Rusty Oil Can, Dr. Fleek, and Pleb Master. We have a safety car here on lap 7. And it's been a hectic race. Take a look at tires. Toy of War on the hards. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Did he go to the hards way too soon? Because if you look at him right now, he's struggling to turn right now. He is struggling. We will be watching him on that restart. And he will hit the wall. Wow. Take a look at penalties. We have none. But Dr. Fleek, Giannins, Toy of War, and Wheeler all had drive-thrus. Dr. Fleek's was because he jumped to the start, and the rest of them were speeding under virtual safety car. The real question here is, will Giannins be able to catch up to the safety car, or at least to a bit of the rest of the group, before we go green here? We'll go back to broadcast. We've got a 1-stop. Frosty will hit the wall. Wow. Okay, wait. Let me fix my headset. Okay, there we go. Take a look at, we'll just keep penalties up there for now, just in case something happens. And what? Toy of War pits for the softs. So he goes onto the hards. He realizes those don't have enough grip. So he goes to the softs. I guess the softs have a little bit more grip. But just go on to the new inters. That's what everyone else is on. His decision though, he's driving. We'll see what he wants to do here. The oldest tires here are 7-lap old. Inters by both the Haas here, or the Haas. I don't know. Stops. We have Giannins on 3 stops. Toy of War on 2 stops. Weiler on 1 stop. And Bata on 1 stop. Yeah, this has been somewhat of a hectic race. We take a look. G and N's might be able to catch up to the pack in time, actually. We'll see. We've been under safety car for quite a bit now. Still got Frosty leading. And Toy of War with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Frosty will go into pits. Same with Turtle Hopper. Wheeler will go into pits. Will Giannins go into pits? I think he'll stay out, in my opinion. And no, he'll also go into pits. And the double stack. Ooh. And Frosty and Hopper will change to the hards, actually. Wait, does Frosty change to the hards? Yup. Oh, no. Just Hopper onto the hards. Here, we'll take a look at tires here. Oh, no, it's, tires here. We got Giannins on the hards. We got Toy of War on the softs. Turtle Hopper on the hards. And then everyone, the top three all on, inters. Wow. Looks like most of the pack has caught back up. So we might be going green here soon. Just what a crazy race so far. Still got that yellow flag. Toy of War with that penalty for corner cutting. And it looks like the rest of the pack has caught up. We only got Turtle Hopper and Under haven't caught up, but they'll catch up in a second. We just need that safety car to slow down a little bit. Bata into first, P1. For the first time this race. Putting Frosty into P2, Weiler into P3, Turtle Hopper into P4, Toy of War into P5, and we got Giannins into P6. Toy of War on those softs, which we'll see how that plays out for him, because he will have to stop again. There's no way those softs will last him all race. And also with the 3-second time penalty, but safety car will go in this lap. Bata will be controlling, and everyone has caught up. So on lap 10, we'll be going back green here for 16 more laps. Still got the yellow flags waving. It's all up to Bata for if he wants to go green or not. On board with him, and we will go green. The green flags are out. Taking a look at Frosty here. Tries to make the move. He goes on the outside. Overtake is on. They're side by side. Frosty will have the inside. Frosty will take the lead. Will Bata go for the switchback? He won't be able to. Going into the third lap, will he be able to make the pass? He goes on the outside. Or sorry, no, that was Weiler trying to make the pass on the Bata, but it doesn't go. Any other battles going on right now? Oh, what was that? Toy of War will spin into the emergency exit, and we'll have yellow flags into sector 1 with those really hot tires. The soft didn't really work out for him there. Let's see how the hard runners are going. Not too good, to be honest. The inters are pulling away really quickly. Taking a look at Bata, now Frosty with that lead going up the hill, and we spread back out a little bit, but not as much. We're up to 1 second gaps in that in the top 3 right now. Still on lap 10 here. Take a look at Giannins here with a 1.3 second gap to Hopper. Toy of War with that spin. Just devastating race for him so far. Take a look at Frosty here. He was doing pretty bad, but he's doing pretty good now. We weren't even at Frosty. with Bata trying to catch up to him. And we got yellow flag, sector 1. Did anybody spin? Or... Okay, we don't know what the yellow flags were for, but there was yellow flags. And Frosty will set a fastest lap with a 156.169. Looking at Frosty here, about to trying to catch up with a 1.2 gap from Frosty here. And then we got Weiler behind with a 1.5 second gap. And then Turtle, just with that 16-second gap from the top 3. We got Giannins going into pits right now with the McLaren. I think he realizes that the hards aren't working, and he'll pit for a new wing and 2 new inters for more grip. We also got Toy of War going into pits for once again new inters, because we weren't ready for the slicks. And Turtle once again also into the emergency exit with the exact same thing that Toy of War did. And he just reset the track. I think that's against the rules. But it was either Toy of War or Giannins that crossed the yellow line and got a warning for it. Oh, Suzuki saying that it's not just it's not the slicks, the amount of spray, it's just not ready. Yeah, that can also be it. But yeah, those 3-second time penalty for Giannins, multiple warnings. Just not the best for these guys. 8 seconds for Giannin, 3 seconds for Toy of War. Taking a look at those tires, we still got Turtle Hopper on the hards. We got a 154.948 by Frosty. Still with that lead, a 1.4 second lead. Yeah, Turtle, like we just saw in the comments, Turtle Hopper very brave. Going on those slicks, and is also losing quite a bit of time. Wow, he was just at 16 seconds. Now he's at 40 seconds. With Giannins right behind him. Will turn on that overtake, go on the pass, onto that long straight. Giannins will take the lead from Turtle Hopper. But once again, Giannins with that much of a with that lead, he still needs to get within 8 seconds of him? Yeah, 8 seconds of him right now. Those inters obviously doing much better, and I assume Turtle will pit as soon as possible, because it's just those tires are not ready because of that, all the spray. Taking a look at Frosty now, leading by a 1.2 second gap. We got Weiler behind, falling back, but starting to gain that back a little bit with a 4.7. We'll take a look what he just said. I don't know. It might be. Giannins isn't leading. He's not leading. Sorry. He's not leading. He's in front of Turtle Hopper. I may have said leading. Here we go. Frosty setting another fastest lap of the race, setting a 153.801. Bata getting a bit of time here. We got another battle here. Toy of War onto Turtle Hopper, and Turtle Hopper just falling back with those hards, not working out. And Toy of War will take the pass in that Alpine from Turtle Hopper to put him P5. Once again, he needs to get 3 seconds from Turtle Hopper. It won't be too easy. Yeah. But Frosty here setting Giannins with takes the fastest lap from Frosty, setting a 153 point, I don't know what it was, a 153.365. Damn. Frosty gonna try to get that back. We'll go on board with, what's the closest gap right now? Bata and Frosty with a 1.3 second gap. On to lap 13 here, we got Turtle Hopper going into pits. Going, like I said, going onto those inters, knowing it wasn't the best call to go onto the hards. Hold on, did he just go onto fresh hards? Okay, no, he went onto inters. Whew! Okay. Moving on here, Frosty still leading that this race. Down to only 20% on overtake though. We'll see how that plays in. Bata trying to catch up. About a 1 second gap here. And Frosty sets a fastest lap of 152.582, but is really low on that ERS here. Only with about a 10% ERS. Taking a look at Bata, will he be able to catch up with a 70% ERS here? Will he use his overtake to try to pass Frosty? We'll see. Coming up front here. Close that gap to an 8/10 second gap. Bata with the 7 lap old inters, still catching up though. We got here he comes, closing that gap once again. Actually, Frosty will pull away by 1/10 of a second. Frosty trying to break up that slipstream, but won't do much for him. Bata still has so much ERS. I wonder why he's not using it. And like I said, or as I say that, he turns on his ERS to catch up a little bit. Trying to take the lead here. We'll see what Suzuki just said. Yeah. Like Suzuki said, the ERS advantage is so huge because there's no DRS because of the rain. Yeah. Once again, this is our closest battle so far. We're at a 1 second gap between Frosty and Bata right now, closing that to a 9/10 of a second. With Bata and Frosty. Frosty using using the little overtake he has left to try to pull away from Bata. Bata not using his overtake. I don't know if it's really that smart right now. He's not using his overtake at all. I feel like on that long straightaway he should have used it. He probably would have been able to catch up. And into turn 1 he probably could have either made the pass or been within 1 or 2/10 of a second here. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to save it, but it doesn't seem like it's working out for him. Down to 9/10 of a second here for Bata. It just keeps on switching from 9/10 to 1 second here. So far our closest right now, Giannins with a 152.253, taking that fastest lap from Frosty right now. Frosty will need to use, we'll have to save up some ERS and go for a hot lap to try to get that extra point back right now. We got another comment here. Yeah, and we got a yellow flag sector 3. Oh, is this a safety car? We have a safety car. Turtle Hopper DNFs from the race, and we have a safety car here on lap 15. Oh wow! I was reading Suzuki's message and I saw it on the stream. Bata is just waiting for Frosty to overheat his tires or something. But wow, okay. Big dilemma, yeah, for the drivers. Yeah, Suzuki actually making some really good points. Do you stay out or do you get new slicks? It looks like or do you get slicks? Yeah, and it looks like Frosty will pit What will he put on here? It looks like he puts on the mediums. Same with Bata. And what will Weiler do? Weiler will put on also mediums. Okay, so will this be a chance for Giannins to come in, get some new tires, or will he stay out on those older slicks, but we'll throw him actually not even into first? But since we have a safety car here, I'm just going to take some time to run to the washroom, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back here. Everybody, it looks like, pitted onto the mediums. We'll take a look at what Suzuki said for a bit here. New mediums yet. Yeah. Bata will most likely have the upper hand. But with all the pitting, everything stays the same. But everyone will be in a close gap, and Giannins and Toy of War will have some time to catch up. We got Frosty here, just catching up to the pace car now. Yeah. This is a crazy race so far. A lot of twists here. We've had 2 safety cars when the field started to get spread out like a lot. I'm excited to see this restart again with Bata. Frosty caught up on all of his ERS, sorry. Everyone will have ERS now. Pretty much 100%. Apart from the guys a little bit in the back who used ERS to catch up. But they still have quite a bit of ERS, so wow. Toy of War, everyone has caught up. We'll see if safety car goes in the slap now that everyone is caught up. Yeah. Everyone is on 1 lap old mediums. And if you're just joining us now, lap 17, we only have a 5-car field now after 4 people have DNF'd. Our rundown will be Frosty in the Haas, Bata in the AlphaTauri, we got Weiler in the Williams, Giannins in the McLaren, and Toy of War in the, what is it called? It's my team too, Alpine. The commentator's curse might be a real thing, because I said that McLaren that went 1 and 2 will have a really good race. One of the McLaren, Dr. Fleek, will DNF going P8, and the other one will be Giannins on P4 right now. Safety car will go in this lap. Okay, so here we go. We'll have about 9-ish laps of racing, or 8 laps of racing, of green flag racing here. Unless obviously a safety car comes out. Yeah. Wow, this is a crazy race so far. Oh. Here we go. Safety car will pull away. Frosty has everything in his hands, leading most of this race right now. He can make it go green whenever he wants. He will stop warming up his tires, and it looks like he will speed up. And we are green here in Baku for 8 laps to go here around. Coming over with Frosty. Will anyone make a dive bomb into turn 2? No, they will not. As of right now, actually, it looks pretty clean so far. No passes have been made. Once again, it's only a 5-car field. Frosty pulling away a 1-second gap to Bata. By the looks of it, who went for the pass? It looks like Weiler was about to go for the pass, but he didn't have time to do it, or he just wasn't close enough. Frosty still pulling away. Wow, what a good driver. They also did really good in Premier League today. But take a look at Weiler and Bata. Weiler getting pretty close with a 4/10 gap. Weiler could use his overtake here to catch up to Bata. Looks like Bata used a bit of his overtake, down to 70%. We got Toy of War here in the back. Yeah. Weiler trying to catch up. Will put on that overtake to try to catch up here to Bata. Will Bata also turn on his overtake? No. 81% for Weiler. Bata here. Oh, and Weiler almost lost it, but he turns on that overtake. Giannins went to the side to try to make the pass, but he won't be able to. Weiler went wide there. Giannins on the outside and makes the pass with that overtake on. Giannins will make the pass to go into that top 3 so far. Frosty just pulling away right now. Just crazy how good he's been this race. With a 1.5 lead. Frosty will get a 144.082 on those medium tires for the fastest lap of the race. We come over here. Our closest gap right now will be Giannins and Bata. Looks like it's our closest right now. Closing into 8/10. Giannins with only 50% battery left. 7/10 now, closing that gap. We're about to come up to the really long straight at the start. That's a real question. Will he use most of his overtake to make the pass on to Bata? Closing that gap to 7/10. Right now, looking at Bata. We'll go on board actually, directly. We haven't done that in a bit. We're on board at the 6/10 gap, and he will use his overtake right now. Going on to this turn part over here, losing a bit of time. Gets pretty close here. He'll turn on his overtake again, go to about 50%, and turn it down. Here comes the overtake. On again. Fastest sector 3 for Giannins. Coming over, trying to catch up. Has that overtake on, down to 30%. Closing that gap, 4/10. Bata, about 5/10 to Frosty. Here comes Giannins. Onto that long straightaway. He'll go onto the outside. And I think DRS was enabled. Giannins with a 142.775. I wasn't able to see. I think DRS was just enabled by race control. But Giannins make the pass goes on to P2. Almost losing it there. Trying to catch up. His next target will be Frosty. But here comes Bata for the revenge. And he won't be able to get it done onto that long straightaway. We got a 6/10 gap from Giannins to Frosty, and then a 4/10 from Bata to Giannins. On board with Bata here. It's a close one. We got about 6 to go. 6 laps to go. Coming over. Turns on that overtake. Will he be able to make the pass there? No, he won't. Going back into this turn. Once again, Giannins I forgot about that. He has that, sorry. He has that 8-second, time penalty. Or, sorry, 3-second time penalty. Which means he'd have to be leading the race by 3 seconds. Okay, then. Still on board here. Actually, we'll take a look at Giannins, because it looks like he almost made the pass on the Frosty there. He got pretty close there. So far, Giannins with that fastest lap of the race with a 1:42. Frosty needing to go into a hot lap here to be able to catch. He has way more ERS. That ERS advantage from Giannins. Once again, I think we have DRS enabled now. And it looks like Giannins actually, it looked like he went for the pass. And there goes the DRS. They're side by side. Going into turn 1, Giannins will take the lead. Now he needs to pull away for 3 seconds to be able to keep that lead. Frosty, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Never mind, it doesn't even matter right now. Here we go, catching up. We got Bata only a second behind there, which means if the race were to end right now, he'd take first, and the rest would take 3. Frosty will make the pass on to Giannins. Giannins trying to make that, trying to get that pass onto the exit. Won't be able to do it. Goes over, almost hits the wall there. Goes really close to doing that actually. Bata using this battle advantage. Will he turn on his ERS to, while they're battling, it will slow them down a little bit. Will he be able to use that ERS and catch up to make the pass on both of them to take that lead here? We got about 5 laps to go here. Speeding up. Whew. This has been an insane few last laps. Moving that gap to 5/10 here. We'll do a quick rundown. We got Frosty in first, Giannins in second, we got Bata in third, we got Weiler in fourth, and we got Toy of War in fifth. Coming around that this turn here. Won't be able to do it. Frosty pulling away from that gap, about 7/10 right now. He's been just dominant today, but currently in a battle with Giannins after that safety car. We are dry right now, which makes the DRS open. Giannins with that overtake on, going into this long straightaway, trying to catch up. He won't get DRS because that's about a 1 second gap there. Looking at time penalties, Toy of War will have 3 seconds, and then the top 2, Frosty and Giannins, will also have 3 seconds of time penalties. We'll go back to tires here. Everybody on those mediums, actually. Yeah. Taking a look here. Frosty. Bata still with that massive lead with DRS here. And that ERS, he has ERS. Will he use that ERS onto the exit to pull up here? Giannins with a... Whew. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. I couldn't talk for a second. Giannins with that 1 second gap for Frosty. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's a 1.8 gap from Innins and Bata. Moving that to a 1.2. Will he be able to catch up to that 1 second gap for the DRS zone? It looks like Giannins might actually, he's within 6 seconds. We're coming up to that DRS zone soon. Will he be able to catch up here? We're at 6/10. A little bit of a late exit there. Trying to catch up. Oh no! He will hit the wall. That will affect his time massively. We need to hit this, he needs to hit this DRS zone. Be within 1 second. Coming over here. Where's the DRS detection zone? He's still within 1 second. We got a yellow flag. Who is that? Oh, and Toy of War will spin. But once again, coming over. Giannins had that overtake on for a little bit. But coming back over. He has DRS. The sparks coming from Frosty. Frosty without DRS. It's a 4/10 gap. And he comes over into turn 1. Giannins will not dive bomb, but he closes that gap to about 4/10. We'll get a DRS zone right behind here, I think. Yeah, DRS detection zone. He will get it. Trying to catch up here with DRS. And will he turn on that overtake for an extra boost? No, he will not. Going into that turn, and Giannins will not be able to get it done. He hits the wall there. Giannins hits the wall. And he is back down to a second. He'll need to catch that back up by the time we get to that DRS zone. We got about 3 laps to go here. Bata's still within, where if the race were to end right now, he'd win the race. Yeah. Taking a look right now at GNNs once again, because this is just a crazy battle so far. Bata is going to need to use some of that ERS to help him right now. He will put on that ERS to try to get within a second for the DRS detection zone. GNNs is within a second now. Coming into this turn, will he have a good exit to hold it? No, he will not. Looking at GNNs now, did he hit the DRS detection zone yet? It looks like he has, I think. He's not within a second. He gets within a second now, and he won't get DRS. Oh yeah, he will. He hits DRS at the detection zone. Oh wow, okay. There's the DRS now for GNNs, closing that gap to 7 seconds. Hits the detection zone, or 7/10, sorry. And he'll get DRS over here. Will he be able to close that gap a little bit more? Frosty is dominant right now. With about a 7/10 gap. He won't go for the dive bomb. Really good exit by GNNs there. Not hitting the wall just like last time. Catching up to Frosty here. Down to a 6/10 gap, which is really good. Better than last lap. Here. Once again, still with those 3-second time penalties. So, Bata is still technically leading right now. Yeah. Wow, Frosty GNNs got really close to hitting the wall there. We'll go to broadcast mode, and just for that effect there, and GNNs will go on the outside. Frosty will pull it back away. Or no, that wasn't GNNs, that was Bata. Bata makes the pass onto GNNs, and Frosty will pull away to a 1.8 second lead. And that ERS really helping him out there, but he's only down to 6 seconds. If we take a look at GNNs, he's at a 21% ERS, and that's a 2-second gap right now. As of right now, Bata would still win, but it's been turned around to a 2-second gap. What a race so far right now. We'll go on board with Bata right now. Will not get DRS. And GNNs will get DRS, and he makes a pass on the Bata. He does make the pass. Taking a look at Interville, we got a 2/10 gap with Bata and GNNs. And Bata makes the pass onto GNNs. We gotta take a look at broadcast here. Goes on the side. Will he make the dive bomb? And no, he will not. If that gets close to a 7/10 gap, but Bata will need to catch up a few seconds here if he wants to win this race. He'll most likely be on the podium no matter what. But if he wants to win this race, he needs to catch up a few seconds because Frosty has that 3-second time penalty. It's close. And we're about to go to the final lap, actually. Which will be a crazy lap. Looking at GNNs now. Trying to catch up to Bata here. Once again, I think this top 3 is guaranteed onto the podium just because of the time penalties for Toy of War, and it's the 6-second gap. What happened here with I don't know how Weiler fell back so much. But once again, taking a look here at Bata. Bata will get within the 3 seconds. And here we go. Wow, he just needs to hold within these 3 seconds and he will get the win here in Baku, where it was raining at the start, but now it's dry. Here we go. The final lap here at Baku has been set by Frosty, who has the fastest lap right now. Let's take a quick look at that. Just a very quick look. Fastest lap will be to GNN, so that's an extra point to him. Taking a look at Frosty here. Trying to catch up. We got Bata with a 2.7, still within that time penalty range to get the win. This is probably the most important lap of the race right now. Bada needs to have really good exits, really good turns. He almost hits the wall there, but he doesn't. It's a 2.9 second gap. And it moves down to a 3 second. Oh, what has happened with Bada? Bada down to first gear. That's a slowdown. He's down to 4 seconds. Frosty might actually get the win here. We'll take a look at broadcast on Frosty. Frosty hitting that ERS right now. Bada is going to have to use all the ERS he's got right now to catch up. He just has to hold that ERS down to be able to catch up. I don't think he'll be able to. Giannins might even make the pass here. Here we go. Giannins is really close. Let's go back to interview. It's a 2/10 gap. And it looks like Frosty, who's been leading all day, Giannins will make the pass. But Frosty comes around. We got a yellow flag sector 2. But Frosty, once again, I'm going to say this again, who's been leading and dominating all race, looks like he will come up to a win here in Tier 1, warming up his tires onto that final straightaway, and there it is. Frosty will win the race here in Baku, with Giannins looking like looking like he will get second, even with that time penalty, and he will. Looking at Bada now, one of our few finals to move on, to move on. Or Weiler will make the pass on to Bada, and Weiler will get P3. Toy of War will get P4. What happened to Bada? Bada going really slow right now. And he's crossed the line. Huh. I wonder what happened there. He makes the pass onto Giannins. Even though it's over, he wasn't lapped. But once again, Frosty with a win. Driver of the day, in my personal opinion, it's either Frosty or Giannins. Giannins going from the back of the pack with that drive-through penalty all the way up to second. Just what a battle by him. And Frosty, I think I gotta give it to Frosty. Frosty has just been leading all race, dominating all race, making sure he's been able to win. I think we have to give that win, or the driver of the day, to Frosty. I still don't know what's happening. Bada has crossed the line. We'll see. We'll see if he crosses the line again. Maybe he was lapped? I don't know. But, yeah. We'll watch podium, but then tune in to Tier 2, which I think Maddie is commentating. That should be a good race. But, yeah. I'm just gonna end the stream here, because I gotta go. I'm on a bit of a time crunch here. Stay tuned. In a few minutes, Maddie will be broadcasting, and yeah, good race.